Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Lunch and Learn Live. It's fantastic to see you all. Well, I can't quite see you yet because Facebook is a little bit behind, but I know that you will be there very, very soon because you always are. And I wanted to start today's Lunch and Learn Live with a big shout out to all of the wonderful women in our community who do show up so regularly. As you arrive, do let us know who you are and where you are in the comments section. Come and say hello. Tell us where in the world you are and what's for lunch or dinner or morning tea or breakfast or whatever time it is in the world wherever you are. Let me know in the comment section. It's good to see you. So hello everybody and welcome. It was really great to see a number of you on Sunday as well at our love and intimacy training. It is the season of love here at One of Many. We are a leadership organisation, yes, this is true. This is what we do. We work with women leaders. But one of the key pillars that we know women leaders need to have nice and strong and robust is their relationships, right? There is no way that you can stand up and take a stand for what you believe in a long-term kind of way. If someone's sleeping on the couch and you're coming home to angriness and resentment every day, it eats away at your energy, right? It's really difficult to agitate for change when you're feeling less than fulfilled in the realm of the heart. And I think almost every great female leader that I have looked at has got great relationships that hold her there. So being able to access and have robust relationships is such a critical part to our leadership. So yes, we're a leadership training organisation, but this month we are talking so much about love. And we had a lovely lunch and learn last week where we spoke about... What did we speak about last week, ladies? We spoke about changing our definition of love, right? How our old definitions of love tend to get us tangled up. Then I expanded on all of it on Sunday with the love and intimacy workshop. If you missed that, you could go get the recording of it. Where is that, I wonder? I think it might be at oneofmany.co.uk/love-and-intimacy. You might find it there. Or it will be up very, very soon. Oh, she can't get the video to play. It's stuck, says Shelley. That might be your internet maybe, Shelley. I'm not sure. But as you're arriving, do say hello and where in the world you are. I can see Karen is here. It's so lovely to see your names. You are my tribe, my Lunch and Learn tribe, you ladies. It's always a pleasure to spend some time with you. Karen in Northamptonshire is having a soup kind of day. I had a salad with some yummy cashew dressing stuff that I made and a leftover bit of lamb from last night, which was very nice. Rachel's eating mackerel and veg in Lincolnshire. Yummy. Simone is in Fulham. She's going to have some yogurt, grapes and honey. Oh, that sounds very lover energy, doesn't it? Yogurt, grapes and honey. With a side of honeydew melon. Yes. Oh, yummy. Alison's in Buckinghamshire. Not sure what lunch will be till it arrives. That's the way, Alison. Being served in Queen Energy. Oh, look at that. Joe has put in the love and intimacy recording for us at oneofmany.co.uk/love and intimacy replay. It's right there in the comments section. Joe Fominski, you're a legend. Thank you. So welcome to Lunch and Learn Live today, ladies. We are talking love this month here at One of Many. And today I thought I'm going to go a deep dive on Lover PowerType because it's crazy times. And the antidote to crazy times is more lover. And most of you won't understand that yet, but bear with me. Now, the other good news is today... I said to Vix 5 minutes ago, didn't I, Vix? I feel like I want to do a competition today. So who wants a competition? Should we do a competition today? I think we should have a competition today. I think we should have the spread the word competition that we sometimes do every now and then, about once a month I do this. And I would like to give away a place on our Be Love virtual retreat. Be Love is our 2-day retreat where we dig into all things love, intimacy, eroticism. home relationships, family relationships, work relationships, and help you to really open yourself up for even more love and connection in your life. It is a powerful 2-day event. It is happening on the 8th and 9th of January next year. We are accepting enrollments for our virtual retreat. Again, coronavirus has made it so that we will not be running it in person in January. It is going to be done virtually again. And we opened enrollments on Sunday for other people to join us because we were pretty much sold out at our 30-person strong in-person event. But we opened enrollments to the virtual event on Sunday. And so we're going to give away a place. If you would like a place, let me know, yay, in the comments section. It'll be good. I know some of you have already registered, and that's awesome too. You can still be in the running. It's valued at £495, our virtual retreat. And there are 3 things you will need to do. One is, I would like you to invite 5 ladies that you have in your life to watch this video. So you can tag them in the questions, in the comments section. You write their name, and then Facebook does that little suggestion thing. And if you click on their name, that tags them. So you can tag 5 women, not just anyone, like not just people you randomly don't care about, but anyone you know could do with a little bit more ease in their relationships in some way, shape, or form. Or just who is open to exploring and learning more things, is committed to living their best possible life. So you want to tag 5 friends, and then the second thing is you want to share this video to your own Facebook profile, right? So they're the first 2 things, and I'll give you the third thing at the end of the Lunch and Learn Live today, because I always like to have a little bit of suspense. And I'll tell you the third thing to enter the competition. Yay! Everyone says yes, yes, yes. Hooray! Good. Awesome. Lovely to see you all. Oh, yes, Roz says, I'm going to be there because it's my first Lead the Change retreat. But it'd be cool to win and give the place to one of my friends. Wouldn't it be cool, Roz? Yes, indeed. So tag 5 friends and share this video to your Facebook page, and I'll tell you the other piece at the end. But today is a crazy, crazy day. I don't know about you, but I woke up this morning feeling all of the feelings. All of the feelings, because it's 2 more sleeps till lockdown in England. I know Wales has already got lockdown. Northern Ireland has already got lockdown. Scotland's probably not going to be too far behind. And France is already locked down. Spain's locked down again, I think. There's just... and then also, I'm really tuned into the US election, which is happening today. So sending masses of love to all of our friends across the pond. May this be a day that we all remember our humanity, and no matter what the outcome, we seek to be love, and we seek to understand, and we seek to reconnect, no matter what happens over there. But go vote. For the love of God, go vote if you haven't voted. But, there's a feeling in the air today, isn't there, of unsettledness. I'm finding it hard to get my feet on the ground. Very hard to get my feet on the ground. And it's interesting because one of the things I learned during the last lockdown was how critical lover energy is for me to get grounded again. Because lover energy is something that we tend to think of as only in the context of our sex and sensuality. But lover energy, I'm discovering more and more, is the gateway to getting back to my center. And I wanted to talk about that aspect of it today because with huge uncertainty around Europe, huge uncertainty in the States, I know Australia's just kind of opening up, and it's spring and it's summer, so it's the time of lover energy out in Australia and New Zealand and that side of the world at the moment, Africa and in the Southern Hemisphere. There's certainly that aspect is there too. But today felt like it was important to talk about lover energy. So for those of you who are new to our community, give me a shout out if you're watching today and you're relatively new to our community. Say, hi, I'm a newbie. Let me know how long you've been around. Good to get to know you. I can see lots of amazing women who've been with us for a while. I can see there. I can see Nadine and Stefania and Roz and Amelia. Good to see you all, my darlings. Really good to see you all. So we have here at One of Many, we talk about the fact that in order to impact the world, right? In order to change the world, which is what we're all up for here, is making the world a better place. To have this kind of impact, we need to do it not in the old way, not from a place of superwoman and burning ourselves out, but we need to find an alternative way of approaching things. And we talk about the kind of shorthand we give to that is what we call soft power. And we talk about accessing 5 women's power types, which if we have access to these 5 women's power types, it gives us access to the kind of energy that we need to be able to achieve any kind of result or seize any kind of opportunity in the world. So there are 5 women's power types, so we've made these beautiful cards for each of them. And inside the cards and on the back of each, you can see there is all of the information about them. But the 5 women's power types that we talk about here at One of Many are, if I can hold them, the sorceress energy. She is the part of you that connects to source, whatever you call that, whether that's God, Allah, Lakshmi, Buddha consciousness, quantum physics, whatever that bigger than you thing is, that's sorceress energy. There's Queen, who is she that sees the legacy, calm, graceful, serene in leadership, clear with her boundaries. There's warrioress, who fights for injustice. She's youthful, athletic, and active, right? There's the mother energy, who's unconditionally loving and caring and nurturing. And then there's lover energy that is the center of our self-care, sensuality, sexuality, and connection to real life force. And it's this one that I want to focus on today because it is the season of love, but also because at times of big uncertainty like now, one of the best ways that you can keep yourself grounded is actually activating lover, getting back in your body. Most of us get ungrounded, get anxious, get uncertain, right? So if you suffer from anxiety or feeling kind of numb and tuned out or feeling like you're a little bit, whoa, at these sorts of times, give me a shout out if you can relate to that feeling of anxiety or nervousness or just not being able to settle or kind of this kind of vibe. If you can relate to that, then actually lover is fantastic for this because she's characterized, all of these power types are part of ourselves. We all have access to all of these power types in some degree, right? They're inherent in us. We all have a part of all of the archetypal pieces with us. But the lover part of us is the part of us that is centered in our own self-care. So when we get a bit, jittery, when we get a bit hurt, like if someone says something that hurts us and knocks us for 6, when we are suffer a setback, we're heading towards something and we get a setback, or maybe it's a criticism, maybe we receive some feedback or criticism that shakes us, or when there's big global events going on that feel like they are beyond our control. The part of lover that helps us to access our self-care and our center, our connection to life force can be counted on. Yes, she's great for sex, and yes, all of that. And we'll talk about that in a bit. But I want you to really hear what I'm saying about this, ladies, that this aspect of ourselves can help us get back in tune, get us grounded in our body and knowing that everything is okay, right? Knowing that everything is okay. Yeah, lots of you are saying, so a lot of you are saying yes to that. Debbie saying yes, Karen saying yes, that's me at the moment. Nadine says, oh, that's right, I can add these things. I always forget that I can add them to the broadcast. Nadine says it's a permanent state at the moment. Yes, got it. Oh, Amelia's saying I can't find how to tag someone. Amelia, all you have to do is if in the comment section, if you write their name, right? If you write somebody's name, it should kind of highlight up their name. If it doesn't through the eCam interface that I'm using right now, when the video's finished, when I've finished doing broadcast, just jump back on the video on it and you can do it there, right? It straight onto Facebook if for some reason the eCam interface doesn't allow you to do that. It should be fine. Yeah, Salwa says I'm feeling really unsettled. Yeah, that's it, right? Lover energy can help us to settle. Can help us to get, which is quite unsettling sometimes too, but in a different kind of way, right? She helps us to settle back into our body. She helps us to get back grounded, back into those chakras, if you understand the chakra system that are at the base of our body that keep us connected to our grounding, yeah? That keep us connected to our grounding. It is lover that can find the beauty and the enjoyment in everything. I was just watching an episode of Grey's Anatomy last night because, do you know how thrilled I am to be up to season 16 and that I can finally be done with this? I love Grey's Anatomy, don't get me wrong. I have never watched an episode of it that I haven't loved. It's amazing. I love Shonda Rhimes. I love the writing and the acting and the all of it. I love the whole thing. So, but there's also a little addictive lover part of me that always has to be going and seeing what else is going on. But anyway, I was watching an episode last night, and it was an episode where there'd been a mass overdose in the park in season 16, and Bailey's walking out of the ER, and her gorgeous husband's behind her, and she said, this is a terrible world to bring kids up in. This is absolutely a horrible, horrible world. Sometimes it's really hard I'm just so scared about bringing up kids in this world. And then Ben Warren, her husband, says to her, yeah, all of that's true, but there's also beauty. There's also beauty. So let's just spend a little moment in the beauty. And then he puts his arms around her and they just stand there. I'm bringing tears to my eyes. They stand there outside the ER and they're just present to the beauty. And that's lover energy, right? It's available for all of us, men and women alike. It's the part of us that can find beauty. Because right now in the US, today in the US is going to be a crazy day. No matter the outcome, you can guarantee that it's going to be a crazy day over there with a lot of feelings. But there's going to be beauty. Do you know, I follow Jessica Yellen on Instagram, and I saw her sharing a video of one particular state where people's votes, something had happened to their votes, and so there was this queue around the block of people who were going to vote again to make sure their vote was counted. For me, there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the sense of democracy that's there. There's beauty that we can find in nature. There's beauty that we can find in interactions, in relationships, in our friendships. There's beauty that we can find in reaching out to an old Facebook friend that we haven't spoken to for ages and just saying, hey, I was thinking about you, and sending them a little bit of love, There's so much beauty that in every moment, no matter whatever's going on in the world. So Lover can help us to find that, right? Lover can help us to find that. She can help us with so many other aspects as well, but the problem is, for many of us, that lover energy feels a long way away. When I tell you that she's the one that enjoys emotions, she loves life, she loves ambiance and beauty, she loves sensuality, i.e. living through all her senses, her sense of smell. I've just started using this new shampoo, which I absolutely love. Big shout out to Tabitha James Cran. That's the name, isn't it? Oh my God, I've just started going to this new salon that do all beautiful organic hair products. Everything is packaged in stainless steel, like in different bottles, like not plastic. And when they put, they sometimes have to cover your hair while something's developing. They put, I kid you not, a compostable bag on your head rather than I sit there in my green bag. You don't look at all elegant, but love them. Anyway, I'm smelling as I'm thinking my sense of smell. I can smell my Amber Rose shampoo. It's beautiful, right? She lives in her sense of smell, her sense of taste, her sense of touch, the feeling of your lover's body on you, the feeling of that warm cardi that you've got that you can pull around you, the feeling of the grass beneath your feet, the feeling. Yesterday I got out in the garden, the feeling of the dirt and the potatoes in my hands and the dirt under my fingernails, right? That sense of feeling. Everything, the sense of sound. I've been listening to music a lot lately to get me through things, and moving my body and dancing. That's lover energy at play. She's the source of life. When you are in your radiant lover energy, right? When you have this coursing through you, no matter who the person is, they connect. They see life move through you. I believe we women are truly blessed. We are blessed with the miracle of being able to take consciousness, life, like to create life in our bodies. And it's not just when we birth a child, it's something that is within us at all times. We can bring life to other people and the world and the planet just in our beingness, just by showing up in our radiant, juicy lover energy, She's powerful in that way. She's so, so powerful. It's where your creativity lives. It's where all of this lives. And she loves feeling everything, right? But anyway, when I talk about lover, there are so many women in our community who go, but But I can't have that. I can't do that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to be with it. How many of you know you have a difficult relationship with lover energy? You might know that because you've done our PowerTypes profiling tool and you know exactly what your scores are. So if you've done that and your score is less than 36, you've probably got a difficult or challenging relationship with your lover energy. Or as I talk about her today, she feels a long way away for you. How many of you kind of feel like that is possibly your experience at the moment? If it is, just let me know in the chat channel, because that is not uncommon in our community. In fact, it's not uncommon in the world because we women are taught to cut off from it. In my cultural tradition, I was brought up a Christian, and sex is seen as a sinful thing, only to be done inside of wedlock. It was Eve that seduced Adam and got them cast out of the Garden of Eden. Like the mythology around it, from in terms of our relationship to our bodies and our sensuality and love, is kind of confronting and challenging, and it certainly left me with a lot of shame and a lot of inability to access this aspect of myself at all until I really took myself on around it in my late 20s. It wasn't really until my late 20s that I started to explore with this, and I would say for me it is something which I tap into even more as a flourishing with every year that passes, something I'm digging into more and more because it's so critical, not just so that we can have fabulous sex lives, and highly recommend a fabulous sex life. But more importantly, perhaps for me, is because I truly believe that our body is our receiver, right? If you imagine that source, whatever you call source, God or what have you, Mother Nature is broadcasting at all times. Here's the best next step for you, my love. This is the direction I want you to come. It's your body that receives that. Yes, it's sorceress energy that hears the intuitions, but your body needs to be open. You can't just have sorceress energy. Your body, and in fact, in a lot of traditions, spirituality and sexuality are very related in some traditions. So it's an interesting place to kind of look into. But we need to have our body open in this way to kind of hear this stuff. So lover, when we have access to lover, it allows us to be in our bodies, and therefore our navigational equipment. Am I on purpose? Am I heading in the right direction? Does this feel good and feel right for me, or does this feel wrong? Is this not okay? All of it lives in there, and the more open, authentic and real we can be with ourselves, the better that is. So let me see what a few of you ladies are saying around that. Yeah, Karen's saying my lover is really low. Alison saying my lover score is low. Definitely find it hard to access, especially at the moment. Yeah. Allah's asking, where can I go to do my PowerType scores? So Allah, right now to do you can go to it's wondermany.co.uk/profile, I think, or /PowerTypes. Joe, can you pop the link in, and you can purchase a PowerType profile there if you would like to do that, or alternatively, it's part of a bonus with all of our programs. We include a PowerType profile. So if you're going to be doing some programs with us, Allah, we can include one for you as well. Amelia says yes, lover is my lowest as well. Rebecca, my lovers. Debbie says my lover is low. I can find her, but I lose her too quickly. I'm struggling to sustain her. Yes. Oh, Amelia, I can see all of your lovely friends that you're enjoying and inviting to come and join us. Thank you so much. Shelley says, my lover is also home for my adventurous spirit. Simone says, my lover's at 36. Yes, absolutely. So it's tough, right? It's tough. And so much of that is because of our cultural conditioning. So don't feel bad about it. Just know that this is how little girls are often brought up, to disconnect from this. But right now, with all of the uncertainty, with many of our other needs being taken away, our need for interpersonal connection, so many of us might be coming back to working from home again if you're back in lockdown, not being able to go out and socialize with friends. What if you took on a lockdown project which was activating your lover PowerType? How would that be, right? So let's talk about how to do this. Let's talk about, is this useful, ladies? Give me a shout out. Give me some hearts and love, some thumbs up if this is Excellent. Yes, Allah, if you're doing Living the Change, you will absolutely have a PowerTypes profile as part of that, my darling. So you'll be getting an email about that. Yes, absolutely, my darling. Yes. Oh, Earl Grey tea after lunch. So there's two parts for it, right? There's two parts to get into our lover energy more. One is we need to remove the barriers to our lover energy. If we have limiting beliefs that it's not safe to be in our sensuality, that it's not safe to be in our womanhood, it will be very hard for us to access it sustainably. And you want to start very gently. But if you remove the belief, you can get right in there and get going. If you have a barrier that says, if you're carrying around the weight of resentment and grief and heartbreak over a past relationship, and you've closed your heart right down and turned yourself off, it'll be very hard for you to access that lover energy. So absolutely, if you are feeling if you're carrying around weighty stuff from the past, part one of being able to access to lover can often look like removing those barriers, letting those barriers go, letting go of resentment, letting go of grief. It's very easy for me to say that because I've got tools. I say, when I say let go of grief, I know exactly what I mean. I mean, I'm going to be over there in that circle, playing loud music, weeping, wailing, sobbing into a pillow, dancing and grieving, right? Letting it out. Letting go of resentment. I might do a PowerType release process, a really powerful meditation that we've got to let go of feelings if I feel feelings building up. We have loads of tools to help do with that. So if you're new to the community and you hear me say let go of resentment, you're like, what the fuck do you mean? Sorry, I am Australian. What do you mean let go of resentment? I just let go of resentment? Don't you know what they did to me? Know that I get it. And we have had tens of thousands of women through our community let go of big and heavy things that have transformed their lives. So it is absolutely possible you can do that work. So removing the barriers is a part of it. For those of you in Living the Change programs or doing some of our online programs or lead the change program with us, go do that. If you know that your barrier to lover is partly because of these beliefs, go do that work. If that is something you need to do, come to our Be Love virtual retreat in January. As I said, we're doing it on the 8th and the 9th of January. It is being done virtually because of COVID, because of the COVID situation. We don't ordinarily run these retreats virtually, so this could be the last virtual retreat that we run. Hopefully by the spring, we're going to start running little 30-person retreats again, which I'm really looking forward to. Karen says, what if you can't work out what the barriers or beliefs are? That's the work of Be Love, my darling. We help you at Be Love. To identify those barriers. So we've got some great processes to support you with that because you don't often see them. You know they're in there, but you can't see them for yourself. So we help you to bring them to consciousness so you can identify the barriers, and then we give you the tools to let them go. It's very profound. So that's a part of it. But even if you're not participating in any of our deeper courses to let go of those barriers, I can give you a few little things to help you enhance your lover energy today. So lover energy is if you come. Let's put it this way. For me these days, when I want to enhance my lover energy, I go straight for pleasure. There's always music. There's always candlelight. There's very often, me, a bedroom, and all by myself with lots of lovely oils, and you can fill in the blanks, right? For some of us, that might feel a little far away. It's not the only way that's available. I access lover energy with a walk in the fields. I access lover energy anywhere that my senses can be tuned in. I access lover energy when I'm savoring the most delicious plate of oysters in existence in a restaurant, right? I'm going out for dinner with friends tonight up in Stowe, and that will be lover energy, being with friends, tasting delicious food, having fun company, yeah? For people who find lover energy very difficult, start with not the sexual aspect of it. Start with not the part that tunes into life force. That might feel really far away. If that feels really far away for you, start with the part of lover energy which is the senses, right? What is your favorite food? Like your really, really favorite food. Not the food that you eat to fill yourself up when you feel crappy. right? You might kind of go, oh, it's chocolate cake. But I bet that it's not chocolate cake. It's usually or if it is, it's one that you can only get in some particular place or a particular, your grandmother's recipe, or there's something special about it, yeah? That's what you want to do. You want to find what is your favorite thing. And then you're going to take a moment, you're going to find a piece of music that you love, that you really love, that turns you on. And when I say turns on, not necessarily turns you on sexually, although it may, but turns you, just makes you feel, opens you up, right? Opens you up. That's the word. And when you have that, when you find a piece of music that opens you up, and then you eat some food that you find delicious, and you close your eyes and you just get deeply present to it, deeply, deeply present to that food, that will enhance and activate your lover energy. It will bring you into your senses. Sense of sound, sense of smell, sense of taste, the texture of the food in your mouth, right? The sight of the food. You've got all of your senses. So anything at all that can activate your senses can really activate lover energy. Does this make sense? This is lovely. So Stefania's just put in a beautiful share. Stefania is on Living the Change, our online coaching program. And Stefania says, I'm finding conscious placing of bite-sized chunks of lover in the everyday very useful. Like stopping to focus on the taste of my coffee, choosing a pair of earrings or a specific body cream, an extra raspberry, small, absolutely lovely things with consciousness. Stefania, that is a perfect example of how we bring more lover into every day. It's mindful pleasure, right? Go for pleasure. So anything that gets you in your body through your, and how do you know what gets in your body? Senses, right? Your senses, your 5 senses are the gateway to your body. So anything where you can activate your 5 senses and you can bring conscious, mindful attention to that will activate this lover energy for you. And what I learned during lockdown is not just to go for joy, right? Not just to go for things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, but because those things are lovely. But what I found was more deeply replenishing with the kind of exhaustion, the kind of overwhelm, the kind of burnout that so many of us were experiencing through the first version of lockdown, sort of March through to June or whenever that finished. July? God, it was ages, wasn't it? What I learned during that time is to go for deep pleasure, the most pleasurable things that I could concoct. And the more pleasure that I was able, like, it's kind of like there's things that make you happy. You put the things that make you happy in and they help. But if you want replenishment, if you want restoration, you want more than just happy. You kind of want pleasure. You want physical body pleasure to things. So as Stefania has just said so beautifully, that extra raspberry, a different body cream. You might be listening to this going, I can't even afford body cream right now. What are you talking about? Okay, go get some vegetable oil out of the cupboard and give yourself a hand massage with just a moment of vegetable oil, right? Take a walk you can't take a walk into a non-essential shop very soon. So before Thursday, go into a non-essential shop and borrow their hand cream and just take a little moment with it, right? All of us, no matter our access to financial resources, no matter the level of privilege that we have, and I'm very conscious that I see the world through a very privileged lens, and I look every day to kind of expand and see things differently. But all of us, no matter our situation, can find pleasure. All of us can find beauty. And so what is it in the context that you're living in, even if the context right now is really challenging? You might be a single mom and you've now got to work from home and the kids may or may not stay at school, and you might be really, challenged to make ends meet at the moment. How can you find, as Stefania's just said so beautifully, how can you find those moments of pleasure? Where can you find pleasure? And let that be your guide through this. And trust me when I say that feeling of unsettledness, that feeling of anxiety, that feeling of grayness, of doom, of all of that which might be starting to land on you, right, at the moment, can be counterbalanced with pleasure. it can be counterbalanced through accessing of this power type. And you will, honestly, you will not know yourself if you take, I don't know, what if you were to set your alarm for 2 times a day and with a little reminder saying lover or pleasure or mindfulness or whatever, and you just do something that brings delight to 1 or 5 of your senses, it would make a huge, huge difference. Yeah, this is interesting. Allah says, yes, as I tend to neglect live, I'm expecting, Allah says, I tend to neglect lover with the excuse that if I have no time with my long shifts and my workload, but this helps a lot. That's it. It doesn't matter how long your shifts are. It doesn't matter what your workload is. This is something you can do if you've got a long shift, like in the locker room while you're changing, right? Maybe it's just when you're changing, like, as a doctor, I used to have to arrive at work, change out of my normal, home clothes and into scrubs. You could, as you're changing, just do it consciously, right? Just consciously notice your body as you're taking your clothes off. Pull your scrubs on, but be in your body as you do it. Feel the fabric, right? It might be as you're pulling your scrubs off at the end of the day, you're doing your final hand wash, you just go to your locker and you get a little hand cream with a beautiful scent, and that can be so nourishing and so sustaining. I know on the one level it sounds incredibly trite, and if you do it tritely, if you do it without consciousness, without full mindfulness, yeah, it's not going to be replenishing. It's not about slapping on some hand cream, slapping on some makeup, whatever. It's about, I am a physical being with and I can explore the world through my 5 senses. How can I work this in? It might be just you're dishing up the cereal for the kids, right? And got your pot of coffee on, and you just pour your pot of coffee, but instead of doing it automatically, the kids have got their cereal, take 30 seconds, pour the coffee. Smell the coffee. Take that coffee right down into your gut, right down into the bottom of your spine. Smell it right in there, There's so many little things you can do. I am a big fan of little essential oils. It kind of doesn't matter what brand you get. My friend Sharon Strickland Clark keeps me hooked up with the doTERRAs, but essential oils are such a good thing to activate lover. Just little moments like this, right? Little moments like this. This is beautiful. So share with me where you bring your lover to life. What are little rituals that you've worked into your day that make a difference? Let's share and inspire each other. So Shelley says, I'm paying close attention when I'm walking around outside, especially all of the colors and fresh air. That's it, Shelley, right? That opportunity to tune in and see the colors. Where I live at the moment in the Cotswolds, there's this road between Chipping Norton and Stow-on-the-Wold where trees are growing up either side of the road, and the colors of the autumn leaves are to die for. And my kids laugh at me because every time I'm driving there at the moment, I'm like, kids, look at the colors, look at the colors. And now every time we get there, the kids are like, oh, look at the colors, Mom, you love colors. And I do, right? I do. That's it, bringing that attention. I love it. Well done, well done. Rachel says, I'm just looking out the window to see the rain has cleared and a rainbow. Beautiful. That's it. Normally we might see a rainbow and go, well, that's beautiful. But what does it take to stop, breathe, try and discern all of the colors of the rainbow? Can you see a second rainbow? What are the rainbows you remember as a kid? All of this nourishes, it restores, it replenishes. These moments become the things that will sustain us. These moments of beauty, these moments of sensual experience will sustain us through these challenging times ahead, right? I honestly, they really will. Shraddha says, I leave an extra 15 minutes late to go to a quiet room in our ward just to close my eyes and do some heartfulness meditation. Oh, Shraddha, that's it, right? So she takes the 15 minutes while she's still at work, before she goes back home to be with whomever needs her in the next phase of her life, to close her eyes, come into her heart, come into that lover and mother energy that resides in our heart, her connection to source, and to meditate. That's a beautiful example. That's a beautiful example. Abigail says colours are really powerful as well, and wearing colours, even funky socks and funky underwear is helping. Oh my God, yes. She says, I'm in red today and faking it till I can feel it for real. Honestly, I was looking back through my photos the other day. I've been having a big photo clear out, and I ran into a photo the other day of me in a Batman t-shirt that was taken in last lockdown. And I remember it vividly because I was shattered. I was on my knees that day, and I was going, where am I going to find it for? It was the weekend. I was with the kids all day. Greg was working, and I was like, okay, what? It was rainy. And I went, lingerie. I went to my lingerie drawer, and I've got this beautiful set of navy blue French lace lingerie, which I bought last year. And I love it. It was stupidly expensive, and I really shouldn't have spent so much money on lingerie. But the joy it gives me is immense. And I put on my beautiful lingerie, and then I pulled on my superhero t-shirt over the top of it. And exactly that, Abigail. There was a sense of, right, I know inside I'm sexy. On the outside, I am Batman, Batwoman, Superwoman. Not the adrenalized version, but the one that can wrangle kids. It was my kind of warrior-esque symbol, if you like. And that day we did, and the first thing I did, like for the next hour, Greg's office is directly under my bedroom, but for the next hour, my kids and me put on hardcore doof music and had a rave in the bedroom together. It's exactly it, right? Absolutely. I love it. I love it. This is beautiful. Abigail says, I never thought of setting a reminder for lover activities. Good idea, right? Yes. Oh, yes, Debbie, singing very loudly to Rick Astley in the car. Oh, yes. Never gonna give you... No, that's not. Is that Rick Astley? Is that him? Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Oh, yes, baby, I'm there with you. In fact, on the school run today, I shall listen to Rick Astley and sing very loudly too. Thank you for that. Nadine, looking at autumnal nature. Abigail, barefoot coffee each morning for 5 minutes when I wake up is helping ground me at the moment. This is it, right? This is lover. This is activating lover. Hannah says, I love being outside with my kids. I'm loving watching them become little foragers and treasure hunters just like me. Beautiful. Nadine, spending any time in nature or my garden. Fresh flowers, essential oils, reed diffusers, bubble baths, music, my cozy teddy bear blanket. Oh, art and photographs, a film with real cinematic beauty. Oh, yes. Oh, the Three Colours trilogy. That's what we have to watch. That's our lockdown watching, the Three Colours trilogy. Yes. Pavani, I love this. I lay my hands on my belly every morning and give thanks for the beauty of my body before I do anything else. Let's all join Pavani in that. When you first wake up in the morning, hands on your belly and give thanks for the beauty of your body. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. Samira says, consciously smelling the perfume I put on after my shower. Yes. Susie says, who's there with you, Joe? It's my fabulous PA Vix. Look, there she is over there. We're enjoying our last couple of days of co-working before she's going back to work from home. That's how Vix feels about that. Not very happy. If you're wondering what all the bags and things, that's all of our Christmas boxes that Vix is packing. But no, don't tell anyone. Shh, don't tell the team. Oh, I've let it out of the bag. Nothing, it's nothing. Absolute nothing. She's a bag lady. She just likes, she's a hoarder. She likes mess. Yes, yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah. So he's wondering, who on earth am I talking to over there? Wonderful. So, ladies, I feel like I've taken a long, warm shower in lover energy with you today. Can you feel in your bodies, as you start to tune into this lover energy, and I hope I'm helping you open up to it a little bit, can you feel into how, when you come from this place, when you're tuned into beauty, when you're tuned into pleasure, you can find some resilience, you can find resources to deal with uncertainty. You can find resources, you can find resilience to deal with criticism. You can find resources, you can find resilience to deal with overwhelm, with uncertainty, with all of these things which our world feels full of at the moment. Does that make sense? Let me know if this is landing for you. So, as I said right at the top, it's competition day today, and we are giving away a place on Be Love. So if you know that part of your journey is about healing past heartbreaks or being able to relate better to your kids or to your parents, to your partner, to find Mr. or Mrs. Right, if you know that this aspect of your life needs some enhancing, you might like to join today's competition. And we here at One of Many are committed to getting these tools into the hands of 1 million women worldwide. We're well on the way, but we can't do it alone. And we do it because you ladies share so deeply and so powerfully about the impact that it has in your lives, I know. So every now and then we like to thank you for that with a little competition, and that's today. So today we are giving away a place on our Be Love virtual retreat, which is happening on the 8th and 9th of January, Friday, Saturday in January. We are selling tickets right now for £495 to that event. If you just want to go get yourself registered for the event, you can absolutely do that. That is at oneofmany.co.uk/Be Love, I think. I think that's right, but Joe will put it in the chat box for me in the comments so that you know. If you want to just go get yourself a ticket, it's $495 right now. You get a follow-up 6-week program. It's amazing, life-changing. You can read everything about it on the website. Or if you'd like the chance to win a place, we're going to have a little competition. And that competition is this. You need, first of all, as Amelia has been doing so beautifully, and I think I saw Allison sharing as well, tag 5 friends. So take 5 friends from your Facebook list and tag their names in the comments. In other words, write their name in the comments and Facebook will kind of show up their profile, click on it, and invite 5 people to watch this video. 5 people you think could benefit with a little more lover energy, or who just love to grow and learn more, or that you've been talking to about One of Many and you'd love to share something with them. So why not tag them? So that's the first one. The second one is share this video to your own Facebook profile. So, just with a little message that says, hey, I was watching Joe today talking about how we can deal with uncertainty through activating our lover energy. Just thought you might be interested, or this intrigued me, or whatever. Just a few words. Stick it to your Facebook page. And then the third thing I want is a 1-minute video, on why you should win this place. Why you? When you are tuned in to your love and relationships in a new and powerful way, what is that going to make in the world? What difference will that make for you, for the people in your life? Tell us in 1 minute or less. And send that to our One of Many Facebook account. So right now I'm on the One of Many Facebook page. So this page that you're on, send a message to us here with the video. So you can just grab your phone, do a quick video, and then send it to the Facebook page, not into the email account, but into the Facebook account's messenger. And then we will draw the prize and I will announce it on next week's Lunch and Learn Live. So 1 p.m. next Tuesday, I will be announcing the winner who is going to win a place on our Be Love virtual retreat. Exciting! Actually, no, I don't want to wait that long. I'm going to do it on Friday. So get your entries into us. Get your entries into us by 9 a.m. on Friday. Let's get your entries into us by 9 a.m. on Friday. And then I will go live on Friday afternoon with the announcement. Let me tell you what time I will do that right now. Let me get my calendar and tell you what time I'm going to do that. Friday at 1 p.m. Friday at 1 p.m. on this page, I will go live with the announcement. So, good luck. Hope you can win your place on Love and on Be Love. If you wanted to catch the replay of the 3-hour workshop on love and intimacy that I did on Sunday, you can check that out too. So we'll put in the comment section, we'll put a post that's got links to love and intimacy, so you can go watch the 3-hour free workshop I just did. That's available for another 2 weeks. We'll have that up for 2 weeks, and then it's coming down. Number 2, we'll give you details on how you can get registered for Be Love if you want to come just join us there. Number 3, we'll give you details on all of the competition and how to get entered into the competition. Amelia says, I'm already registered. What if you want to enter for someone? My darling, do it, right? I can see that you've been sharing with people. I know you're already registered for the event. If you win and you want to gift it to somebody, let us know in your video. Say, I'm already registered. I'm happy to be registered. I would like to gift a place to my friend, and here's why she needs it. Yeah, let's do that. It could be you or it could be others. Absolutely, my darling. That would be lovely. Awesome. Well, I've had a lovely time with you ladies. Well done. Go spread a little bit of radiant love and light into the world. Make the world a better place by showing up in your best self. Until next week, or until I speak to you on Friday, and then again next Tuesday, have a fabulous love-filled week. And let's remember, we love each other at the core. No matter who we are, we can all love each other, find our humanity in this challenging week that we've got ahead. Lots of love, my darlings. Bye-bye.